we're finally back. Like, guys, I know. There's been a lot going on and I've not posted in a while, and I said I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that person that, you know, I start and then I don't finish. But it was my birthday. I'm going to do a little birthday vlog for you lot so you can see what I was getting up to and whatnot. I'm moving my hands a lot in it. I'm very excited, but yeah, I've missed this. I've missed doing all of this, cooking, you know, sharing recipes with you lot, and yeah, I'm back. And if you're new, then you may not know this, but basically I reached out to my followers and I said, what do you guys want me to make for YouTube? You guys have been rocking with me, you've been so supportive, so I had to do it. And I basically made a really good Sunday dinner last week Sunday, and everyone wants that. Now I thought, oh my god, Lord, this is whole heap of things I'm cooking. We got rice and peas, macaroni cheese, roast chicken, steamed veg, gravy. I've never done all of that for YouTube, but for you lot, for the family, of course I will do it. So, you know, the peas them on the fire, macaroni is boiling, chicken in the oven. You know, I'm doing this a little bit back to front because normally we do the intro before the cooking, but I had to start a few things before because, as you know, it's going to take a bit longer. So, you know, welcome to the party. If you're new, drop me a comment down below and tell me if you're a new sub. And if you're a returning sub, you know, let me know, what did you think of what I've been cooking? Of course, I'm going to separate all of these videos up because it's going to be a bit long, and then we're going to have one video at the end where you see me try it. Boom, little mukbang for them, all of that, and little bits of announcements that, you know what, let me leave it till the end to share with you lot this nice piece of news. Also, thank you so much for 40,000 followers on Instagram. Big up all of you lot, all the time, every time. My TikTok family as well, 200 and nearly 30k, crazy. I just love you guys. And of course, my YouTube family, 5.6 subs I think we're at. Like, you guys, if you've been here from day one, then you know where I was at in like March, and where my head was at, where my life was at, everything. Now life is so crazy, I can't wait to give you an update. That's where my birthday vlog, you will get all of that. You'll get a little catch up, what's been going on in my life and all of that. But for now, I need to check on the peas, I need to check on all of that. So whatever this first video is, it will either be roast chicken, macaroni and cheese, or rice and peas. So enjoy, let's get into it. Comment down below, and as always, the recipe and the ingredients list will be down in the description box. So let's get into it. And now for the rice and peas. So guys, a lot of you have wanted the rice and peas recipe. Here it is, finally. Okay, so of course we're making Sunday dinner midweek for you guys because you asked for it. So of course, follow along, try this at home and let me know how you get on. Okay, so first things first, obviously this isn't the pot that I'm making the rice and peas in, but I soaked the peas in this because I cooked in this and didn't have the pot to soak in. So you can soak it in a bowl, like I have this bowl here with greens in, and I would normally actually soak them in this, but I just soaked them in a saucepan. I forgot to add the 2 garlic cloves from the night before, so I added it in like a couple of hours ago. So what you will do, this is about half a cup of red kidney beans, which you just soak in about a cup of water. Wash them well before you put them to soak, and then leave them overnight preferably, because yeah, the soaking process is crucial. You've got to do that. And then yeah, obviously add your 2 garlic cloves. Put all of this in the pot. Put your other pot to the side. And then this actually has a good amount of water in there already. I'm not going to add any more to this. And then I'm going to put this on to boil on a medium heat. Keep checking on it. Of course, you'll be checking on it with me. And yeah, just get it on like a simmering heat once it starts boiling. Nothing too drastic. But I will put some instructions and top tips in the description below. Okay? So I've just turned on my peas. They're on like a medium heat, so just get this boiling, and then once it's boiling, just let it simmer. So don't keep the fire up too high. It should take about 30 to 35 minutes for them to get soft, but keep checking on it, and yeah, we'll be back soon. Okay, so as you can see, the peas are now like boiling, but they're definitely not cooked yet. Like the way that I always check, I always get the lid, put some of the peas onto it, and then kind of like tap it. Now, of course, that's definitely too hard, so we're gonna leave it. It's been about 15 minutes for these, so just keep checking it and keep stirring it as well. Okay, and then you will know, trust me, you will know when it's done. But it should take about 30 to 35 minutes on a low heat, simmering like this. And make sure you keep in the garlic. Some people also keep in the garlic when they cook the rice, but me personally, once the peas are cooked, I take out the garlic, add in all my extra seasoning, all of that, and then yeah, good to go. So I'm checking on the peas. We've got some here, so what I'm going to do is the test in front of you guys. I'm pressing it slightly to see, and you know what, for me it just needs maybe like 3 minutes, 3 more minutes. You'll know, you'll basically just press them and it will slightly burst. Like obviously this one I pressed a bit hard, but you will know. So another couple of minutes and then these are going to be done. Whilst we wait for our peas to finish, we've got 2 cups of rice in here. I know it doesn't look like 2 cups of rice, but I promise it is. We're going to get some water in here and wash it. Okay, so I put my rice in a bigger jug because then you can really see how to wash it. But you can do it in a bowl or in the pot, and you just want to, like, you know, get all that starchiness out of it basically. So like how the water is really cloudy, you're going to need to just massage it around a little bit, pour out the water, put in some fresh water, and then once it's clear, you'll be ready to add to your peas and your coconut milk and all that goodness. Yeah, but this is essential. I don't know about anybody else that don't wash rice. I'm guessing the rice can still come out good, but watch how the rice will be shelly, as we like to say in Jamaican culture. When the rice shelly, the rice good. So you just keep doing this and then change the water. So I'm going to do that now and then you'll see how it looks. So you see how the rice and the water, like the water's pretty much a little bit clearer than it was before. It's not like, you know, as cloudy. And you just want to keep on doing this. Now it may take 2 or 3 times, but don't worry, trust the process, just keep doing it. And then once it's washed, you're good to go. I think for me, it's going to take about 2 more times and then it will be ready. So as you can see, the water's getting clearer. This is my 3rd wash. So I'm just going to keep going at it. And for those of you that keep asking, a lot of you ask me what brand rice you use. There's one brand that I kind of stick by when it comes to rice, and it's called Layla. I'll show it to you in a second. But also obviously you can use like Tilda rice. There's another brand rice that I use, but I can never remember the name. It's something like, there's a lady on the packet, that's all I can really say, and I think it's called Pearl, I think. But yeah, but basically the one I like to use is called Layla rice. It comes in a green bag and I'll show it to you guys in a sec. So one more rinse. Right, so as you can see now, like it's a lot clearer. You can almost like see the rice through the water. So I'm going to pour off this water and then rinse it one more time. So do it about 3-4 times until the water is clear, and then you're good. And the brand of rice that I use is this one. This one has not failed me yet, and yeah, it's just really good, and it's not so expensive. So yeah, rinse this one more time, and then we're gonna get on to making our nice peas, seasoning, all of that, add it all in so that we can put this on. Okay, so our peas are cooked. They're a lot softer now, so we're gonna take out the garlic, which all that flavor from the garlic, because it's basically burst really, has gone into the peas now. So I like to remove it. Some people like to keep it in, but this recipe we're taking it out. So you want to take out the garlic, and then because these peas have dried out a little bit, we're going to add in some water. I'm going to add in about 100 mils first. So that's 100 ml of water that's gone in, and that is about enough. You don't want too much water in here because your rice will go mushy and all these things. So add in your water, bring up the heat so it can just basically start to boil again, or just add in hot water, but adding in cold water is fine because it's not so much water. Then you want to add in some washed fresh thyme. I like to add quite a bit of thyme, so I add about that much. And then you also want to add in a spring onion or scallion, washed and chopped at the bottom, so there's no like roots or anything on there. Just put that in. You're also going to add some whole pimento seeds. I like to put about 5 in there. That's what they look like. So this is also called allspice for those of you that don't know. Just add a couple of those in. And then what we also are going to do, we're going to mix it a little bit, just kind of like get it going slightly like that. And then of course we need to add a whole Scotch bonnet. Now for those of you that think, oh my god, this is going to be so hot, it's not going to be hot unless this bursts. When this bursts, that's when, you know, all the heat kind of comes out of it, but this is just going to give a really nice flavor to it. Okay, and then Jamaica Valley things, we're going to add in the coconut milk here. So turn it down slightly, just let it sit like this. You guys can watch it go. Oh, we also need to add a little bit of all-purpose. So again, Jamaica Valley all-purpose seasoning. We're going to put about a teaspoon in there. Oh wait, hold on, let me see. We're going to put about half a teaspoon, so about that much, yeah? Put about that much in there. And then we're also going to add some salt. And with the salt, I always season by eye, so it's really hard to tell, but it is about half a teaspoon, yeah? And remember, you've put in the all-purpose seasoning, so you don't need to be killing it with salt because you don't want it to be too salty. But we're going to taste it, so make sure that you always taste it. Always taste this, because everyone's taste is slightly different, so you may feel like you need a little bit more salt, a little bit less, you know. So yeah, and then we're going to pop this open and add this in there. So we're going to get our coconut milk, and the whole tin is going in here, the whole thing. So just keep pouring that. So you see why I didn't add so much water. Once you've added the coconut milk, it should look like this. Keep it on the heat for about 5 minutes because you just want everything to work its way together, and you want it to heat up properly, the coconut milk and everything. Once it's heated up, give it a taste. Now you will know. Anything that's got flavor, anything that needs salt, you will know. Just add a little pinch. Don't be afraid to freestyle and work with your cooking. Like, that's how I learned. So this base of the recipe is basically it. Like, it's never failed me. But anyone that's ever unsure and thinking, oh, you know, let me taste it, and then they taste it and think, it might need a little bit pinch more of salt, add a little pinch, give it a bit of a mix on the heat, and then just keep it going. And try not to like mix it too harshly because you don't want to mash these up. You just want them to stay as is, okay? So once this is heated up, I'm going to taste it, and then we're going to add in our rice. Oh, and some butter. That is obviously optional. Me personally, for my recipe, guys, it has never ever failed me. It just adds a little extra something to the recipe, yeah? So I just gave mine a little taste, and it needs a little bit more salt. A little bit more salt in there, a little bit of a mix, and then obviously the butter is also going to give it some flavor, so I've got to bear that in mind. Again, I will put all of the exact measurements that I do use in the description below, so that if you don't feel confident about adding the extra salt or anything, just follow the recipe as I do, or as I try to. And yeah, once it's warmed through, we're going to add our rice and get a piece of foil at the ready, because as you guys know, once I steam my rice, I like to put the foil on and let it steam. It really keeps the rice moist but not mushy. That's the main point that we need. So at this point, we're gonna add some butter. Add about that much. Now that's a bit hard to tell. It's about a tablespoon of butter. So just add that in, let it melt. And then as soon as it's melted down, we are going to add in the rice. And it should take about, on a medium heat, once all the liquid has gone, it should take about 15 minutes for the rice to cook, because this is a small pot, it's not that big. I found that this amount that I cook every time, it serves about 4 to 5 people, maybe 6, depending on what kind of side you've got going with it. So what we're going to do now, our washed rice, we're going to add that to it. It may have some excess water in it, and that's fine, as long as it's not a huge amount of water. So you just scoop that into the pot. Make sure you get it all out. And then once you've got all the rice in there, give it a gentle mix along with everything else. Just a gentle mix, and no more liquid is going into this now. No more liquid. Just gently mix it like that, and then you want to leave it. You want to absolutely leave it alone, as my grandma would say. Just leave it. Put it on a medium low heat. So just as like you can hear that boil slightly. Leave it like that. Put the lid on, but not fully on. I put it like that because you don't want it to boil over. Leave it like this for about 10 minutes. Keep checking on it though. Never make it be like boiling beyond belief, because the bottom will catch, as we like to say, it will burn. The rice won't come out nice. Leave it on a medium low, like medium low heat, literally. I'll show you the fire in a second. And then yeah, we're gonna turn it real low once all the liquid and that has gone. Yeah, so it's been about 10-15 minutes on the rice and peas on a low heat. You see that? All of the liquid to eye level has pretty much gone. Let's take you off the tripod. So if you see that, obviously it's all gone. Don't trouble it, don't mix it, don't do nothing to it. All you need to do with this now is make sure it's on the lowest heat. And then what I like to do from here on out is put on the foil. So put you guys back here. So the reason why I like to add the foil now is so it can basically steam and finish off the cooking process. Now this rice is going to swell a little bit more, but because all of the liquid is basically gone, we're just going to cover it like that with the foil. Put this on top, and then just do that. And let it finish cooking and doing its thing. This is on the lowest heat now. You can even move it onto a different like hob, whatever you guys call it, so that it's even lower. It can be on the lowest ever, and then just leave it. Come back to it in about 15 minutes again and check on it. So it's been about 15 minutes already. Check on it again in 15 minutes. As you can see, I moved my rice onto a different hob, and we have a look at it. Look at that. Perfect. I told you guys, don't sleep on my recipe, man. Just look at this. I've not troubled it at all. Look at that. Nice shelly rice. Like I said before, I'm gonna get a fork. Always, if you're gonna mix any form of rice, some people say don't mix it at all. If you're gonna mix it with anything, use a rice, use a fork or a knife. So look at that. Perfect, absolutely perfect. I'm even gonna taste it so you lot can get my instant reaction. I'm gonna taste that little bit. Listen to me. Try the recipe, yeah? And big up Jamaica Valley for the coconut milk, because Lord, the thing tastes good, man. Tastes good. The coconut, you can really taste the coconut. And look at how shelly Look at that rice. Look, you would never think that there was any moisture in there. Perfect, absolutely perfect. This recipe does not fail me at all. And believe me when I say this, I couldn't cook rice and peas, at one stage in my life. Yeah, I had to practice, I had to look and learn, I had to taste and everything, all of the above. That's how your rice should turn out. Nice, yeah? So what I like to do now, put the lid back on and then just leave it, don't trouble it, leave it like this, leave it like that. And the reason why I like to leave it like that, the steaming process just, listen to me, it just does something. So leave that, and then later on, maybe about 20 minutes later, serve it up and your ting ready. Okay, so if you're watching this, then you've got to the end of your recipe of steamed veg, mac and cheese, roast chicken, gravy, all of that. You're basically a part of the Sunday dinner extravaganza. If you didn't know how it started, then you know, head to my Instagram. Everyone voted for Sunday dinner, so now you've got it. If you want to make it all, be sure to watch some of the videos on my channel and watch the mukbang at the end to see how it all came together. Hope you guys enjoy it and hope you love my content. Stay tuned for more videos and make sure you watch all these Sunday dinner videos so that you can make your own Sunday dinner at home. Love you guys.